Okay, hello. I'm just doing the Monkeys vlog introduction. My name is Circlesky on Tumblr, and yeah, my real name is Charlotte, and I've literally just turned 18 in the last week or couple of weeks. I suppose you should know a little bit about me. I'm going to college, or sixth form college in Colchester in England, and I study 4 subjects for my A-levels, which is English literature, history, art and design, and electronics. And then next year I'm going off to university in London to study sound arts and design, which is basically my dream course. Yeah, and at the moment I have 2 rooms. I live in Colchester in sort of the week, and then at the weekends I live in Romford. And this is my Colchester room, which isn't as good as the Romford room, but oh well. Here I've got a futon, so it kind of makes up for it, and I might show you the futon at the end of all of this, and like everything around my room, just because I can. So I suppose I should now talk a bit about how I got into the Monkeys. So when I was 15, or from about 14 upwards, I was really into old weird 60s music, sort of the obscurer, the weirder, the more twisted, the better, and that still stands. And when I was about 15, I was going around Camden searching out, I went to record fairs and went through old dusty boxes of records, and then one day I found this compilation and I bought it. It was called Garage Rock, and on it was Circlesky by the Monkeys, and I became obsessed with this song and this compilation, and I'd just play it over and over again. But it wasn't until about a year ago, and my number 1 favourite band of the same length of time since I was about 13, 14, the Horrors, did a programme on BBC Six Music called The A to Z of Psychedelia, and one of the guys that was doing the show said this band had covered Stepping Stone, originally by the Monkeys, and so I went and listened to the cover, and then I thought, this is a really amazing cover, I wonder what the original sounds like. So I listened to that, and I ended up downloading more of the Monkeys just to hear that song, and then I ended up listening to the rest of the album, and I really liked it. And then I gradually listened to all the albums up to Head, and after Head I like Instant Replay, but after Head I don't really like listening to them because it's after Peter left, and that makes me quite sad. But I'm coming around to the idea, just as I'm coming around to the idea of watching them in interviews in sort of like the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I still don't really like doing that because it's sort of, I like being trapped in the past. Yeah, and then my real sort of like proper obsession, came along after I asked for the first series box set for Christmas, and when I got it, I didn't do anything but watch these episodes over and over, and I watched about a disc of episodes a day, and I wasn't getting any work done around the Christmas holidays, and yeah, that's what I did. I just sat in my room with it dark and my old projector just sort of on the ceiling, and watching the Monkeys, or listening to the Monkeys, and that was about it. And then I finally decided I had to get an outlet for it, so I started the Circlesky blog, and devoutly went looking for pictures everywhere, and so now here I am, and I'm doing this vlog after all that. So yeah, I suppose my favourite Monkey may be Peter, but he does battle a lot of the time with Mike. Peter and Mike are pretty much put them together, and that is my favourite Monkey. But for a while Mike was my favourite, like initially, and then I sort of, Peter fought him off because he's a big dirty hippie, and I'm a little dirty hippie, sort of not massive, but quite dirty. No, unwashed hair, no makeup, and just beads and dangly earrings, so I suppose I'm a little bit of a hippie. I suppose Mickey, I really love in a kind of I want you to be my mentor kind of a way, and he reminds me of my old physics teacher, which I had in my old school. He was amazing, he was my favourite teacher, and we kept in contact afterwards, but he really reminds me of him, which is quite ironic because he likes that kind of thing in science. Well, Mickey does, yeah. And I'm not a massive Davy fan, I'll be honest, even though he's British and I'm British, and somehow that should connect, but it doesn't at all. I suppose it's because he's from up north and I'm southern, I suppose, in a way. But I do really like him in Some Like It Lukewarm, mainly because when he goes into that cafe and he's meant to be in disguise, he's got those amazing round sunglasses on that I think make him look really good in a really quite twisted way, which I really like. Yeah, so that's my best Davy moment. As for, I suppose, what else? Merchandise, I suppose. I haven't got much, considering I haven't been a major Monkeys fan for as long as I wish I had, if that makes sense. I think, wait, first thing, I've got my season 1 box set, which is lovely. I got this in the post the other day, which I'm currently reading, which is quite fun. I got this as a surprise. I got the 1967 original annual from my uncle for my birthday as a surprise, which was really nice, and I almost cried because it was so nice. And he also got me a best of album, LP, whatever, which is really nice. I got Headquarters, which I think is officially my favourite album from one of my vinyl junkie friends, and I've also got a few of their 45s. Else? I also have that this DVD, which I've only watched once, which I'll explain in a minute, which I thought it was okay, but it wasn't long enough, and I don't think it had enough depth. It was a bit shallow. It didn't really delve as much as I'd hoped. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the Evil season 4 box set, because I actually prefer season 4? No, season 2, because it's in region 4. Yeah, it's in region 4, which is Australia, and I'm region 2, and so I've had to switch my MacBook to a region 4, and I haven't been able to play anything but the 2 box sets, and that's why I've only watched this once, and I haven't been able to watch any of my films or documentaries on people like Syd Barrett, which has made me really sad. But I can live with it, because there's 2 Monkeys box sets I can play, so that's fine. Yeah, I suppose what I will do now is take you on a small tour of my room, and then I will say goodbye. So yeah. I've been holding up the camera on an incense sort of holder and my record box with some records in. Not all my records, that's a fraction that I bring down to Colchester. The rest are in Romford. That's my MacBook. Yeah, so there is the futon. There's lots of crap on it, and that's all my school books and my bag. Here's some birthday cards. And that is my Buddha, which I forgot to mention. I've recently become a practicing meditator and Buddhist, which has been really nice. Some incense. Oh, and this is my pet woodpecker, Aloysius. He's a taxidermy woodpecker that I got from a junk shop, so he's nice. And this is just a load of rubbish. And I think that's about it. So, yeah.